Satanists believe in both God and Satan. However, they choose Satan's side. Why would anyone willingly and consciously take Satan's side and risk eternal damnation?
They're already imbued and controlled by Satan, all right? They may think they have free will. They may think that you may think there's a choice. Why does somebody, follow the will of Satan instead of God when they have a free choice? The fact is they've already sold their soul to Satan, and they're already under Satan's control. So they've surrendered their free will, and they have no choice but to do Satan's bidding. Or at least no choice unless they try really, really hard to get out of that contract they signed. All right, and of course, I'm speaking figuratively here. You don't actually sign a contract with Satan, but you do enlist intellices that are satanic in essence, right? And this is where the problem arises, because when you become involved in a certain telon or instance of telesis, right, then it entrains your thoughts. It can actually help control your cognition and your feelings. And you will never know that you've been deprived of free will, because everything will feel quite natural. But this is why people, they initially know that Company X is evil, but they need a job, so they go to work for Company X. And within 6 months, they think that Company X is the greatest thing since sliced bread, and now they're moving up the ladder at Evil Corp. This kind of transformation occurs because of the effect that I'm talking about. They have signed on to this corporate telesis, and now it is controlling their thought. Now they accept it as axiomatic in their existence, and therefore it's a prima facie good. Okay,
so they're actually aligning with a particular egregore.
Precisely. Satan at that point, or Evil Corp, or whatever the hell you want to call it. I mean, Satan goes by he has many guises, one of which could be Evil Corp. He plants impulses and ideas in your heart or your mind that override any vestige of rationality or morality that you might have had previously. Okay, you might as well be an automaton when that occurs. The problem is that sometimes it is not obvious to you. Matter of fact, it almost is never obvious to you when this whole thing is occurring. Okay? And you've got all kinds of people, by the way, all kinds of people on soapboxes, the corporate executives, politicians, all kinds of people who have been inducted to these satanic beliefs and satanic processes, who put on a really convincing show of being very rational, moral people, you see? And they're putting that show on for the gulls and the suckers who are willing to believe it. Oh, you can tell they really believe in what they're doing. They must be good. Absolutely not. The one thing does not follow from the other. Okay, you can literally be conned into thinking. You can con yourself into thinking that you're doing something very good and that you're seeing things the right way, when in reality, you have been turned in the direction of Satan.
That's why virtue signaling is so popular.
That's exactly right. And you eventually become so good at this that you're convincing enough to fool even yourself, right? But that's Satan too. Okay, Satan is.
When you listen to some of these politicians, and they must know that they're lying, but I don't know. Some of them must really convince themselves that they're doing the right and noble thing.
Oh, they're such whores and pond scum.
I know, it's really funny.
Back in the days of the founding fathers, politicians were people that were recruited and asked to serve, and they had to think long and hard about it, and then they decided, okay, I'm going to go ahead and serve. Now you've got career professional politicians trained and indoctrinated in Academia Incorporated, right? And that's an entirely different breed of cat. These people, these professional politicians, are just basically garbage compared to the people that founded this country.
A number of people who are either sticking their head in the sand or just totally on the side of evil. It's incredible.
Precisely. That's why I say basically hell leaks. These people have leaked out of hell, and now they're dancing, they're flaming, and they're causing all kinds of problems because, as far as they're concerned, there's no tomorrow. They sense deep down inside, they intuit that hell is where they're going to be returning. So they've got nothing to lose by misbehaving as much as they want to while they're topside here. That's basically what they're doing. We've got hell on earth. I mean, it's being released, and we're going downhill very, very fast, and we need something radical to turn it around.
So they don't remember it exactly. So they don't know for sure they were in hell when they leaked out. So they just feel it, or are there some of them who really know? Okay, I was in hell, and I will go back.
Well, in the Conspansive Manifold, which is the CTMU version of space-time, which actually has depth to it, nothing actually goes out of existence. In other words, once you've say that you've got Genghis Khan, say you've got Joseph Stalin, somebody really, really evil, their entire history is still embedded in the manifold, right? You've got past states there, and past states cannot go out of existence completely in this manifold. That template can leak out into neonates, into people that are born. They come right through the manifold, right through space and time, into other individuals who then, unfortunately, if they're not led in the right direction, can reenact the entire template on some level. And this is what we have happening. That's what I mean about hell leaks. But in reality, all these people, they're new people. They're not the same people that leaked out of hell, but they're conforming to a template of someone who is in hell, and they're going to follow them back there.